Ruanixia, the mother-in-law, calls her son-in-law, recalling a drunken night 5 years ago when she forced him into a marriage with Baifeng. She insists on the marriage, but now Fu Lianchong has been injured in a car accident, and the family is in turmoil.
没有，老詹那边只是说出了车祸，让夫人您赶紧去医院。知道了。夫人怎么还挺遗憾的？难道是悲伤过度？
Ruan Liangxia accuses Jiang Yao of being unfaithful to her husband, Lin Chang, who was abandoned by his brother that day. The doctor is working hard to save Lin Chen. Jiang Yao pleads with Ruan Liangxia, desperate for her husband's survival. She warns the family that Jiang Yao is his Bai Yue Guang, and this accident might be a result of his inner conflict.
医生。
After the accident, Jiang Yao rushes to the hospital, asking the doctor about Lin Cheng's condition, her voice trembling with fear.
姐妹，今晚有猛男秀，约不？
She offers to pay for Fu Lin Cheng as care, insisting he should be looked after, though her motives are unclear.
处理，我在这儿不方便，麻烦您今晚照看一下副总。
那江小姐不是在这儿吗？让她留下来陪着他吧。
江小姐毕竟是外人，不太方便，还是您留下来吧。
维持一个好太太的形象还真不容易啊。行吧。
She confronts Jiang Yao, threatening to silence her, demanding she speaks only if she wants to be heard. Jiang Yao declares her love, asking if she must truly marry Fu Lin Cheng, as Lin Cheng's accident has changed everything. Ruan Liangxia accuses Jiang Yao of forcing Lin Cheng into marriage out of fear, claiming he truly hates her. Jiang Yao warns that if they break their love, they will be held responsible, but Ruan Liangxia laughs, calling it nonsense.
老公，你醒了？看你怎么样了？
She asks if he is fine, offering to feed him water, but he refuses, showing his stubbornness, even in illness. Jiao Yisheng, still in the hospital, is told his food is burnt, and he refuses to eat, his pride wounded.
医生都做了1天检查，已经确认了。
还好医生刚才说了有恢复的希望。
那也要看后面的康复情况啊，还难说呢。这李成竟然残废了！
出去！
走，出去！那小衣服你别让他。
太太，要
这么好的医疗团队，我相信啊，你一定不会瘫痪的。过不了多久就能重新站起来。
She offers to help with his meal, but he refuses, fearing she might poison him with her generosity. She tells him not to be angry, reminding him that life depends on his eyes, not on money or dignity. She warns that, if he wants to come in, she'll take advantage of him, declaring this as her responsibility. She refuses to accept a large work from him, reminding him that his father made the decision, and it is overdue.
你吧，别忘了，你爸才是董事长，你只是执行董事，他可以直接罢免。
She reveals that their father was blinded and died, forcing him to become chairman and break his father's relationship.
我妈只生过我一个孩子，哪来的什么兄弟姐妹？别往你这个野种，还有小三儿脸上贴。
She throws money at him, demanding he be sent out, accusing him of being a waste and a burden to the family. She threatens him, saying that without her and her mother, he'd be pitiful, and no one would care about his death.
你现在就是穷光蛋一个，还想打人？你担得起这个后果吗？
什么？
She is overwhelmed with joy, but refuses the money, saying she doesn't want it, even as the vice president's order is delivered. She decides to leave, overwhelmed by the happiness, but also aware of the immense burden she now carries. She feels the money is too much, but also too cheap, realizing the cost of her survival and the weight of her choices.
你知道吗？我今天去看房了，你稍微好一点的房子都要大几千块呢。
你到底想干什么？
加你起来吃饭啊！快点吃，吃完了还要去做康复训练呢。
She reminds him they are husband and wife, and taking care of him is normal, just as he took care of her in the past.
你要是不对我负责，我就曝光你。
She reveals she took the money and used her stomach to find a move, challenging the idea that she's just a passive victim.
一发出去，你的江小姐可是一次医院都没来过。
She urges him to get up and go, refusing to let him stay in a state of dependence and weakness. She mocks his current living conditions, comparing his past in a big villa to his current cramped and humble space.
打断骨头还连着筋，我就不信傅振海真不要这样子。总有一天，我能重回别墅。
She tells him he can go back to Ya, a place that represents his past life and his family's wealth. She repeats that he will be able to go back to Ya, emphasizing his potential for recovery and return to his former life. She reveals that their assets have been taken by his father, and while the hospital stay is convenient, their future is uncertain.
你要是还想在医院继续康复的话，要不然你去跟你爸服个软。
She tells him not to regret, revealing she's found a way for him, a path out of his current predicament. She points out that the building has a big entrance, and rich people like her are not in the wrong place, suggesting a new beginning.
还好吧，这房子坐北朝南，收拾一下应该能住。
The end. She lashes out at the rich people, calling them stubborn for not giving her a place to live, highlighting their cruelty. She questions the ownership of their belongings, wondering if she can take back what's not in her name, including the handbags. She reflects on the years spent in Huling City, realizing she never truly had her own money, despite her spending. She's stunned by her own weight, questioning who she's going on a date with, a moment of self-awareness in her struggle. She urges him to hurry and get divorced, accusing Wei Min of being heartless and calling the child too young. She warns him not to talk to him as he's heard everything and they must take a step back from the situation. She offers to find him a divorce lawyer, telling him to consider his future, but he refuses to listen.
可以自己走。
She confesses it's hard to sleep at night, and after a few days, the hard bed will make her unable to sleep for a day. She scolds him for not wanting to fall asleep, calling the bed good, but he's too stubborn to admit his need.
这样，
对啊，咱们没有请护工，以后这些活不都得我做吗？
She points out that he hasn't been to the toilet since returning, warning him that his body needs care. She warns him not to make a fuss, but if he doesn't speak, she will come in and handle it herself. She threatens to enter if he doesn't speak, calling him Miss Xiao to remind him of his identity and duties. She refuses to go, reminding him he didn't go to the toilet overnight, and questions if he wants her to help. She tells him to shut up, saying the professor doesn't want to talk about it and he should just go to the hospital. She asks how old he is, telling him to think of something else, and finally allows him to go to the hospital.
差点把远在国外的宝贝儿子给忘了。
She tells him not to play, saying he can talk, but if he doesn't want to play, she will go to the toilet. She reassures him, promising to stay by his side and that they can live a good life together. She takes the moth, saying she'll eat it first, and agrees with him, but asks what he means by divorce. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments below.